It's tough, isn't it? The way you feel right now is terrible. I know. I've felt this way before. And if you feel like an absolute screw up, maybe you did screw up, you know? Maybe you're not an absolute screw up. And I want to talk about that today and flesh out the things that go through our heads when we feel this way. And say some things to you that I think might help. If you feel like a screw up, it's probably because you did something wrong, right? If you feel like a screw up, it's probably because you set some goals that you didn't manage to attain, and you got sidetracked, you got distracted, and you fell off, fell by the wayside, so to speak, right? But I'd encourage you not to beat up yourself too much, you know, especially if you're young, like me and my peers, right? Don't beat up yourself. Don't let that define you. There's so many things against us right now. The distraction rate is insane. I mentioned in a previous video the rate of distraction nowadays, and that there's so many different things. This device that you're watching this video on right now is a distraction. I don't know how you got to this video, how you saw it. You might think it's an accident. I don't. But, you know, this device that you're holding in your hand right now is one of the primary sources of distraction. And it contributes to your now embraced identity of you being a screw up. But I don't think you're a screw up. But I understand that you might feel that way, and I understand feeling that way. I felt that way before. I felt that way recently, and I'll probably feel that way again, but hopefully temporary, because I don't think that the way we live nowadays and the things that are against us, and to the degree in which they're against us, give us the opportunity to define ourselves as screw-ups. There's just simply too much against us, right? You know, we talk about the rate of divorce recently and how that affects kids and how that affects the kids of those kids, you know, and that has come to define our culture to a large degree. People don't have the community that they are supposed to. Human beings are social creatures. We need community. There is no way we'll thrive without having a certain sense of community. If we don't have some sort of necessity driving us by the people we love, if there's no one we're convinced that love us, then of course you have no passion, of course you have no drive, and of course you're going to screw up in life, right? Of course you're going to waste time, of course you're going to procrastinate. There's no stakes. There are no stakes, at least you can't see them. Because that binding element of life, which is community and love, is missing from the hearts and lives of many people. You as well. I know it. Bro, I feel this. I know it. And if you feel like a screw up, I'd say don't beat yourself up, because again, there's so much distraction. There are many distractions, right? And this feeling is temporary, but what you have to do and understand is that there are different chances in life. There'll always be a chance to do better, right? And the defining factor of your life is what you do next. You can't change the past, obviously, right? You're only a screw up if you decide to stay a screw up. You're only a screw up if you continually decide to make the wrong decisions, right? But now that you've seen this video and you're confronted and you know exactly what I mean and you understand what I'm talking about, the onus is on you to make a decision to change your life and do the things you know you should. There's this quote I heard the other day that goes, "The magic you're looking for is in the work you're avoiding." So true. It's a brilliant quote, right? That will change your life if you manage to embrace it. The things that you want to change about your life and the things that you want to manifest in your life and the things you want to grab hold to, the things you want to achieve, the only way you'll get those things is if you embrace the work. It's if you embrace the pain. It's if you embrace the boredom. So if you don't actually want to end up a screw up, continually making wrong, brash, stupid, ill-informed decisions, then you're going to have to make the right decisions. You're going to have to do the right things. You're going to have to make sacrifices. And that's just how it is. That's life. Life is one big game of sacrificing. It's pain. It's torture. It's suffering. But life is a venture of faith. Because through that suffering, through that sacrifice, through the torture, there is light. at the end of these tunnels. There are things you can achieve by using the very stark reality of pain and suffering in life. So you're not a screw-up. You only remain a screw-up if you decide to remain a screw-up. Take heart, man. Take heart. There's someone who cares. I care. There are many other people like me talking about these things. You are not alone. And as cliche as that might sound, it's true. And if I'm the last person or the first person you've heard this from, I'm glad. I'm glad. Because again, you're only a screw-up if you decide to stay that way. You have to have that belief in yourself that you can change. This is your life. This is the thing that you've been given to nurture and take care of. It is on you to better it. It is on you to make it better. You have to take it into your hands and move forward. Regardless of the fog that's in your head right now, regardless of the confusion that you're going through, this is your life. Take it by the horns and take it by storm. Go make something happen and change your life. You are not a screw-up. You need to understand that this is in your hands. It's your life. Understand that. It's yours. All the vitality you need is already within you. Take it by force and make the changes you know you should instate. Make the changes you know will make your life better. Make the changes you would make for someone you loved if you were their caretaker. That's what you are to yourself. You owe this to yourself and the people you love. Right? Well, you have to see that. You have to understand it. You don't need to be entertaining these negative thoughts. You are not a screw-up. You're only a screw-up if you decide to remain that way. Now go make some real changes. I appreciate you for watching. Thank you for listening to me yap about this. But I just thought that someone out there, I needed to hear this. So go make it happen. This is Corbin Conversations. Seek on. Seek on. I'll see you next time.